Hey, beautiful family. It's a new dawn and a new chapter here. Welcome back to Celeb Plug 101, where I pull back the curtains on royal chaos, contradictions, and all the behind-the-scenes drama the palace wishes you didn't know. If you're ready to level up, learn something new, or just be entertained, you're in the right place. Go on, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up and turn on the notification bell for juicy updates. So let's just dive in for this juicy episode that I have sampled for you. US Weekly just dropped a headline calling Duchess Meghan's solo brand global, aspirational and strategically aloof. Now, that sounds like a backhanded compliment, but let's be honest, it's actually spot on. Because what Meghan's doing right now isn't a reinvention. It's a continuation of who she's always been. Only this time, she doesn't have to ask permission from an ancient institution that never wanted her in the first place. So today, let's talk about what this new Meghan really represents, why the media keeps calling it a reinvention, and why even US Weekly, of all outlets, is starting to recognise what the British press refuses to admit. You know the drill. Every time Harry and Meghan do anything, launch a new project, attend an event, or even breathe too loudly, the media goes into its predictable rage cycle. How could they? This is the biggest thing to happen in royal history. It's dramatic, it's exhausting, and it's entirely performative. But here's the thing. Half the time, these are things they should have been doing years ago. When I watched their Netflix docuseries, I remember thinking, why didn't this come out a year earlier? Or when Meghan launched with Love Meghan, I thought, finally. She should have been doing this years ago. Fashion, lifestyle, humanitarian work. It's literally her lane. See, the media loves the word reinvention. They use it like it's a dig, as if Meghan is this flighty woman hopping from one idea to another. But that's not what's happening here. This isn't a reinvention. It's evolution. It's Meghan being Meghan, but with freedom, time, and full creative control. When she was stuck inside the royal bubble, she still worked. Remember the Together cookbook with the Hub Community Kitchen? She didn't just slap her name on it. She showed up, cooked with those women, listened, connected. Fast forward to now, she's doing the same thing, except now it's on her terms and with her own brand. This new solo Meghan is what happens when creativity meets purpose. Philanthropy, fashion, travel, food, these aren't random pivots, they're consistent themes in her life. What's different now is that she's making money from her talents instead of being exploited for free labour. While some royal couples are still finding forever homes and thinking about future projects, Meghan's out here doing the work. She's built a recognisable aspirational brand that blends lifestyle and purpose, and guess what? It's working. And then there's the constant attempt to pit Harry and Meghan against each other. The tabloids love to paint Meghan as the commercial one and Prince Harry as the serious one who wants nothing to do with celebrity culture. But, you know, everything we've seen says the opposite. Harry is comfortable in Meghan's world. He's supportive. He cheers her on. He's not intimidated by her success, but he's inspired by it. And isn't that what a strong marriage looks like? Two people pursuing their own passions, supporting each other along the way. If Julia Roberts can attend Fashion Week without her husband, why can't Meghan? It's not a scandal, it's adulthood. Here's what's fascinating about this US Weekly story. It's not even flattering, but it's balanced. It recognizes Meghan's ambition as a strength. It accepts that Harry and Meghan don't have to do everything together. It doesn't frame her success as emasculating to her husband, because, well, in modern America, that's not radical. It's normal. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the British tabloids are honestly screaming, crying, and throwing tantrums over Meghan daring to exist. They want to label every project as a desperate PR move, every success as fake, and every silence as suspicious. But American media, even a tabloid like US Weekly, is starting to catch on. Meghan isn't chasing the crown. She's building her own kingdom. At the end of the day, this US Weekly piece doesn't really offer anything new. It's still packed with sources and speculation. But what it accidentally shows is how out of touch the British media has become. Because over here, in Meghan's world, she's not being reinvented. She's simply returning to the version of herself she always was before the palace politics and public persecution. A global, aspirational woman who's smart enough to play the long game and confident enough to stay strategically aloof while doing it. So, no, Meghan isn't reinventing herself. She's just continuing the story her way. And if that looks strategically aloof to the people who tried to silence her, well, maybe that's exactly the strategy that works. So my absolute thoughts about this is that it's pretty obvious to me these folks have never encountered a multifaceted, intelligent woman before. This is totally a useless and baseless article. No real insiders, just TikTokers and PR people who've never met Meghan and have no idea what she wants. Meghan has told us why it took her time to launch certain ventures. Harry and Meghan have come so far from that people sometimes forget how much they have achieved in such a short period of time regarding the mental, physical, emotional, and financial aspects of their lives. They were in an abusive and toxic relationship while they were in the UK, and that abuse affected all of them, and they needed to decompress and get to a healthy space, physically and mentally, that required time. Like any person who is in an abusive relationship, life doesn't just correct itself instantly. It requires work and time to get there. And that is what has happened, along with some unbelievable heartache and eventually expanding their family. They needed to move through it at their own pace to get to this point. So I won't fault them for not doing any of the things they've achieved recently back then, because it will never be our place to know all that they endured and had to walk through to get here. Period. So there you have it, squaddies. And it's a wrap. A big thank you to you for watching. What do you think of US Weekly's take on Meghan's brand? Is she being strategically aloof, or is that just media code for in control? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the royal media circus. Because one thing's for sure, the Meghan they tried to destroy is still standing, and she's thriving.